Here we go then, it's time for the CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff from the El Abdi Stadium. FC Masar in black and Edo Queens in yellow taking to the field. It's almost time for kickoff. Referee Alina Umutoni will get the game underway in a couple of minutes. Teams lining up on the field at the El Abdi Stadium, ready for the handshakes, the last set of high fives. Edo Queens have gone too early. Eager to get on with it, Edo Queens of Nigeria. Now it is indeed time for the fist bumps and the handshakes and the high fives before FC Masar and Edo Queens will battle for every inch on this surface at the El Abdi Stadium. Only one of them can finish with the third spot. Here's the FC Masar lineup. Habiba Sabri once again in goal. A back four. Hala Mustafa, Aisha Nantongo, Shadia Nankia, who made it into the team of the group stage, and Ahid Tarek, Amira Mohammed. Where's the captain's armband? Maya Ehab alongside her. Bamba Mahira Ali and Yasmin Mohammed further forward behind Sandrine Nyonguru, who was also named in the team of the group stage. Ahmed Ramadan, the FC Masar coach, has led his team all the way to the semi-finals, and now they will finish in this third place playoff against Edo Queens, led by Moses Aduku. We'll have a look at his starting 11 very shortly. All smiles in the FC Masar lineup. Team in black and gold. The two captains, Amira Mohammed and Elisa Chioma, will exchange the pennants. Referee Umutoni leads the coin toss. Sneak peek into the VAR room. In constant contact with referee Umutoni, making sure that everything is as it should be. But here is the lineup from Edo Queens and their coach Moses Aduku. Monle Omini Oyono starting in goal, the back four. Miracle Lusani, Paulina Ali, Valentina Uroko and Blessing Ilivieda. Midfield trio, Esther Inyang, Olise Chioma the captain, Cordelia Odoma, who made it into that team of the group stage, the number 13. Mary Mamadou, MMSCN, and Florency Jamalusi further forward for the Edo Queens. MMSCN, twice voted Woman of the Match already in this competition. Both of the central forwards, MMSCN and Sandrine Nyonguru, nominated by the CAF technical panel as players in the team of the group stage. Of course, these two teams met already in group stage action. FC Masar and Edo Queens cancelled each other out massively in the group stage on match day 2 of Group B. Finished 0-0 between them. But today, we'll have to have a winner. Somebody will end up on top in third place with the $350,000 prize money on offer. And it will be Edo Queens in yellow who get us going here in just a moment's time at the El Abdi Stadium in El Jadida. The CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff is underway at the El Abdi Stadium. The tournament comes to a close for both of these two teams today. They've got 90 minutes or maybe more left to decide who finishes third and who finishes fourth. And immediately Edo Queens on the offensive down the right-hand side, and they've made a bit of ground as well. And they have a chance to get something into the box early doors. Corner from the right-hand side will be floated in for Edo Queens. Plenty of yellow shirts in and around that 6-yard box. Can they get on the end of it? They can, and it's deflected into the middle. That was almost a really good opportunity opening up for Edo Queens inside the first minute of play. When you win the flick-on header at the front corner of the 6-yard box, it's almost always pandemonium then in the box. MMSCN getting up highest. She did so well to put that towards Florence Ijamilusi, who couldn't make a clean contact in the middle. Top marks for SEN though for getting up in between the defenders and nodding that on towards her teammates. First mini chance of the game already in the very early stages. Is that a good sign for Edo Queens already? But now FC Masar with their first chance to get into opposition territory. Ismin Mohammed just shoulder barged off the ball. It's good work by Florence Ijamilusi. We'll see her up and down that left flank all day long. So dangerous in attack. Number 2 that she wears on the back, so hinting that she doesn't mind getting back and doing the defending as well. Mahira Ali turned and played it into the middle, but the ball's back with the Edo Queens. Jamilusi, good through ball into the area. Edo Queens looking for the penalty call. It's not going to come though. And they'll keep the play alive. Jamilusi again tries to turn, but she should have been dispossessed perhaps there by Ahetarek. In the end, it's proven more difficult to stop Jamilusi. Here's a look. MMSCN going down to ground inside the area. Wasn't too much in the challenge in fairness, and referee Elina Umutoni read that one just right. It was more hopeful from MMSCN than anything else, but the Queens do have a corner. It's taken right on the whistle as well. It's gone short. It's played back into the box. The ball's come loose there, right by the goal line. FC Masar can clear that with a bit of panic inside the penalty area, but the offside flag will bail them out in the end. Clear cut, but you could argue a second phase of play perhaps came alive. The ball was blasted back into the middle. Blessing Olivieda fired it back in, and it took the deflection, which made life very difficult for Habiba Sabri in goal. Masar just hanging on a little bit in the first 5 minutes. We've only played 4 of them. Into minute number 5 we go. Masar yet to impose themselves past the halfway line. Could be a good ball forward. The foot race just won by the Edo Queens defender. It was Valentina Uroko who came forward to just pinch that just in time. So top scorers today to look out for, unsurprisingly, it's the 2 centre forwards, MMSCN for Edo Queens, who scored 3 times in addition to the 2 Women of the Match awards that she scooped during this year's CAF Women's Champions League tournament. Sandrine Nyonguru, another one who's had Woman of the Match as well. She scored twice, the number 9 Nyonguru for FC Masar. She did miss a penalty in the semi-final as well, though. She won't forget in a hurry the 1-0 win against Mamelodi Sundowns, which seemed so unlikely for FC Masar on match day 1. What a wonderful introduction that was to this year's CAF Women's Champions League for them. FC Masar, the Egyptian champions, coming in. Tied against the all-conquering Mamelodi Sundowns, a team that have been so dominant in this tournament over recent seasons. Masar, the debutants, took them on match day 1, and Nyunguru's penalty proved to be the difference in a remarkable 1-0 victory over the South Africans. It's carelessly given away. Edo Queens have it back. Essien finds Ijamilusi. Good combination play between the two of them over on the left-hand side. Eventually, Maya Ihab just getting back to make life really tough for them. Looked like Essien and Ijamilusi might be able to get away. Ihab had other ideas and just got the foot in at the right time. And now Masar moving forward towards the penalty area for the first time, but again the attack comes to nothing. Edo Queens will look to quickly move in the other direction. That one's floated down the right-hand side. It's going to hold up nicely in the penalty area. Good bit of backspin on the long ball. That worked out okay. It's Grace Kura on the bench today in the dugout. Moses Aduku, team boss, represented by Grace Kura. So Miracle Uzani places the ball down carefully. First corner after about 30 seconds almost led to a great chance for Edo Queens. How about this one? It's floated higher up towards the penalty area. The shot is scuffed. A bit of a miss kick from the edge of the box. Now maybe a chance for Hasnath Ubamba to get a foothold in opposition territory, but again it comes to nothing, and Onle Omini Oyono in the Edo Queens goal gets their first taste of the ball. She's not really had any action to deal with so far. Oyono, the keeper, they're just getting a touch. Ala Mustafa, simple ball inside to Mahira Ali, but it's right on target. Now out to the left-hand side. Snuffed out again. Direct ball over the top down the right. Proving effective this time too for Edo Queens. In Yang knocks it out to the right-hand side. Edo Queens looking by far the more comfortable side on the ball at this phase of the game. Remember, these two teams played out the goalless draw back on match day 2, and that time Aisha Nantongo taking no chances. Keeper Habiba Sabri would have been there to grab it a moment later, but there was also a striker, Mary Mamadou, lurking too. It wasn't worth waiting. It wasn't worth the risk. We're into the 10 minutes, into the 10th minute. Still Masar and Edo Queens goalless, but it's another corner for the Edo Queens. That one's headed down. It should stay in. Jamilusi does well to get it back into the centre. That's a good cross. It's met on the volley, but the contact wasn't good. Edo Queens have it back right on the edge of the area. It needs to be blasted clear by Mahira Ali. Up into the air it goes. Blessing Olivieda can bring it down and get things restarted for Edo Queens, but they are dominant inside these first 10 minutes. Sabri makes the gather. She'll stay down and allow her teammates in black and gold to just get a bit of composure here. Comes straight back to the yellow shirts. For a change, they've let possession slip away. FC Masar 0, Edo Queens 0, with 10 minutes played. Seen briefly there the score is listed from the semi-final, but both of these teams, Masar and Edo Queens, played out extremely dramatic semis. Masar went down by 2-1 against AS FAR of Rabat. The Moroccan side scoring a wonderful 99th minute winner for 2-1. El Madani with a stunning free kick from an almost impossible angle. There was really nothing on for El Madani, but she was able to curl it in at the front post. A moment of real magic for AS FAR. And that took them past Masar and into the final. Heartbreak for Masar, though. The Egyptian side scoring a 97th minute equaliser themselves to make the game 1-1. That only lasted for a couple of minutes. There was another sting in the tail in stoppage time of that semi-final. And it wasn't much different for Edo Queens. They lost to TP Mazembe of DR Congo. It was a 3-1 defeat after extra time. Now Edo Queens with a chance to get something across into the middle this time. It flies off the right boot and well over the top. Away behind. Habiba Sabri has time for a swig of water before she takes the goal kick. No pressure indeed, and again she's content to slow things down, and Masar need to look for some simple balls, try and establish themselves in possession, because time and time again now it's just yellow shirts coming back towards the Masar penalty area. Nyonguru, chance to spread the play wide to the left-hand side. It's a decent ball in the end. It looked like it was too far ahead of Hasnath Ubamba. It held up and provided a foot race there between Ubamba and Uzani. Those two know each other very well indeed after a running battle on match day 2 of the group stages. Ubamba thwarted time and again by Uzani. Athletic right back for Edo Queens. When they can get Usani into attacking action further down the flank as well, that's when Edo Queens really start to get dangerous. Full credit to the team in yellow though. The Nigerian side appear to have shrugged off their disappointments from that semi-final where they were leading until the 90th minute. Mazembe with a last gasp leveller, sending the game to extra time. Fodoruncho with an unlucky own goal, turning a square ball into her own net for 2-1 TP Mazembe. They went on and got a third as Edo Queens poured forward desperately in search of another equaliser. They left more space at the back. It finished 3-1 to the side from DR Congo, securing their first ever place in a CAF Women's Champions League final. Olivier's fouled. Olise Chioma over there ready to take the free kick. It was just the tread on the top of the boot. Sandrine Nyonguru just slightly off with her timing. Set piece to be taken by the captain, number 16. She takes a few steps back. She's going to launch this into the box, is she? No, she goes short instead. Leaves it to a teammate to get it into the box. Handball. Masar hold on to complete the first quarter of an hour of football from the El Abdi Stadium. Edo Queens on top. Still level on the scoreboard though. Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. All to play for in this CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff. Space in the middle now. Another chance to lift the ball straight over the top. Maybe there were better options on that time though. It's fairly comfortable for Habiba Sabri. Tarek, who's really got her hands full with Florencia Jamilusi over on that left flank for Edo Queens. Vieda takes the throw in backwards away from the Masar goal, and it's all the way back towards keeper Oyono, who still has had almost nothing to do in the opening phase of this third place playoff. Queens looking down the left-hand side that time. It's headed away, but again the loose ball falls back to the yellow shirts. It's been a real problem for Masar so far, picking up loose balls. All the second balls won by Edo Queens. It's a thunderous challenge coming in from Maya Ihab. It does result in the throw-in for FC Masar. Cheap one for FC Masar, that, as Lars Vind gives out his instructions. The throw-in will be back in the other direction. Vieda down the left side. Maheda Ali, who's yet to get into the game. Can she now find a bit of time on the ball? Not this time. Back into the defence it goes with Paulina Ali. Uroko will send it forward for Edo Queens. Foot race on down the right-hand side. Edo Queens have the pace. Hala Mustafa can't stop the ball coming into the middle. It almost slipped under Habiba Sabri there. The young goalkeeper, just 18 years of age. He's held firm. The cross came in from Mary Mamadou. Sabri to turn around quickly and gather it after it slipped through her legs, but she's only 18, Habiba Sabri, and she's done an excellent job in this tournament so far. Two clean sheets for FC Masar, the 1-0 victory against Mamelodi Sundowns and the 0-0 stalemate against Edo Queens on match day 2. Conceded just once against the Central Bank of Ethiopia on match day 3, and then the 2 goals that were let in the semi-finals, and now Masar have a chance to get something on target for the first time. Monle Oyono has to get down and scoop the ball up. It's as simple a save as she could possibly have made. But the woman in green for Edo Queens at least had to stop that one going towards the Edo Queens goal. It's kept in by Yasmin Mohammed. Will she regret that? It would have gone out for a throw-in. She kept it in instead, and Edo Queens pinched it back. Now a chance to shoot from distance. Hala Mustafa making the block on the edge of the box. Shot from way out. It would have been too central anyway. Habiba Sabri would almost certainly have made the gather. Uroko, one of 3 changes in this Edo Queens lineup to the team that started against FC Masar on match day 2. Uroko, Inyang and Mamadou, the new faces in the lineup, but Masar have the ball back here. Maybe some potential to get into the box. The through ball was intended for Hasnath Ubamba. She gave it the thumbs up. It was one to chase for the number 7. But the odds were always in favour of the Edo Queens back line, and so it proved they came out on top. Paulina Ali, she got the assist. Ali in the semi-final. NMSCN did put Edo Queens 1 goal to the good in their semi against TP Mazembe were so close to that place in the final, but they look fully focused today. Team from Edo State in Nigeria. Almost halfway through the first half now at the El Abdi Stadium. Still FC Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. For all their dominance, Edo Queens haven't really forced Habiba Sabri to do too much yet. She's certainly been busier than counterpart Monle Oyono, but in terms of real saves, Habiba Sabri hasn't had much to speak of. It's just crosses that had to be dealt with. There's the 1/2 chance for FC Masar, if we can even call it that. A quarter chance, perhaps, if such a thing can exist. Shadia Nankia, one of the centre-backs in the team of the group stages. If Masar can hold out again and secure another clean sheet here in the third place playoff, you'd imagine that Nankia will end up in the team of the tournament. It's been so difficult to beat so far, as that one's acrobatically played away from the area. Force for Blessing Ilavieda will keep it alive. The leap up and over the back there. Nantongo was fouled. Could have come off worse, actually, for MMSien. She threw herself into that aerial battle, fully dedicated to getting the ball, but she climbed over Aisha Nantongo and luckily didn't land on her back, MMSien. Everybody okay to carry on. Free kick FC Masar, and they've used it to get down the right-hand side. Nyonguru gets the ball in towards the penalty spot, but nobody's in the middle. Ubamba was trying to get in there. Nyonguru perhaps hit it a little bit too early. She had the space and she didn't want to get caught in the corner. Edo Queens now. It's their turn to get one into the box. Nearly sat up very nicely in the end. The shot comes in from MMSen on the turn. She sliced it up and away, and the flag was up anyway. There was a moment in there, and it looked like Florence Ijamilusi was going to set that up. She just dropped it off. Essien disappointed ultimately with her effort that wouldn't have counted. So 90 minutes played between these two in the group stages. Now coming up to 25 minutes played here in the third place playoff. It is still a stalemate between FC Masar of Egypt and Edo Queens of Nigeria. Somebody has to come out as the winner today, though. Somebody will finish third and fourth. But who will take third place and the $350,000 prize money? We're no closer to knowing. Edo Queens perhaps will be the favourites based on what we've seen in the first 25 minutes or so. Definitely the team trying to impose themselves more in attack. FC Masar can always strike. They've been pretty efficient in terms of turning possession in the final third into goals. Mahiga Ali dancing forward down the left. She's done really well there. Tough defending, but Ali's going to come out with the ball. She turns back towards the byline really well. Two defenders over there to cover her. Sani and Odoma, who'd come all the way over to try and block off the room from Mahiga Ali. Now Nyonguru tried to poke it out to the left flank. The pass was cut out. Edo Queens regain possession. possession that Edo Queens have had. Ugandan centre-back pairing of Nankia and Nantongo have proven impossible to get past so far. Now Yasmin Mohammed tries something at the other side. Nyongaru perhaps could have looked up there. She had a little avenue to get into the area if she'd gone direct for goal. Went for the selfless option instead of the pass towards the D. Suddenly the space had gone. I just wonder if she'd had the killer instincts to go directly for goal there. As she so often proves she does, Sandrine Nyongaru. I think she might have found a little bit of room to cut in. Really get in behind the Edo Queens defence. Lisa Chioma. It's dropped off to come back to her, but it was too short, and Chioma actually did really well to put in a tough challenge and quickly win that back for Edo Queens. Pass is sold short. Quickly it comes forward with Mahira Ali, but she just ran out of room. Referee played on there. Yasmin Mohammed. She's the outlet in attack for FC Masar down the right-hand side. It's not the first time today she's been able to get down towards the byline. Masar starting to grow as an attacking threat in this game. Yasmin Mohammed will have it back once again. The cross into the middle is headed away, but Masar hold on to possession. Quickly played in towards the penalty spot. It should be dealt with, but it falls low for the shot. And Mahira Ali puts her hands to her head because she knows that was the best opening of the day for FC Masar. Ali just gambled on that coming back towards her, and it did. It was an awkward header for the defender. Miracle Orfemusani. You can see that the shot was sliced. Mahira Ali knew it the moment it left her boot. Mamadou. Edo Queens back on the attack. That one over the top behind the goal. Nothing for Habiba Zabri to do. Well, the front three, Mamadou, Essien and Ijami Lucy, have proven that they can be really dangerous. But the end product just hasn't been there for Edo Queens yet. Now, as we approach half an hour gone at the El Abdi Stadium, suddenly FC Masar settling into this contest. It's CAF Women's Champions League action. It's the third place playoff. Masar and Edo Queens, the two losing semi-finalists, the teams who met in the group stage, cancelled each other out on that occasion. No clear favourite between the two of them. They both play in contrasting styles. Edo Queens certainly the more free-flowing team in attack. Masar, defensive powerhouses, keep things tight. They strike with efficiency when they can get forward. And had Mahira Ali turned in that loose ball a minute ago, that would have just typified the FC Masar that we've seen in this CAF Women's Champions League in 2024. Edo Queens with a player down after the pass had gone short. Masar can't make the most of it. Referee Alina Umutoni is going to bring this to a halt here. Looks like Cordelia Odoma, who's down. What happened there? Did she just get her studs caught in the turf? It was before she undersold the pass. It was picked off by Ubamba. I think it happened just before. That's what leads to her miskicking the ball. She's still down here. Bit of treatment to the left leg. Fingers crossed for Cordelia Amarachi Odoma that she's okay to continue, but it doesn't look great. She hobbles off to be in some pain. She's gone down again, Aldoma. Not sure she's going to be able to carry on here. Some hope for the Edo Queens number 13 that a bit of magic spray and a rub from the physio will do the job. So around 15 minutes of real time still to play in the first half of this third place playoff. Masar starting to grow into the game as an attacking force, but Edo Queens want to pick up where they left off in the opening stages here. Ijami Lucy just loses out down the left flank. Defence immediately under a lot of pressure though. Throw-in goes the way of the Egyptian side. FC Masar doing the defending, and they'll have the throw-in. So now Shadia Nankia is down on the turf. She was just trying to clear that with the right foot. I wonder if she kicked through onto the studs of the attacker. She's up on her feet and she looks okay. Really well won there by Elise Chioma. Has she started something off for Edo Queens? Not this time, because the free kick again goes FC Masar's way. Ahab getting her body in the way. She was pushed down from behind. Esther Inyang, the one who's penalised. Ahab Al-Wafa just nipping in ahead. The free kick for FC Masar, which will be taken by Shadia Nankia. Ugandan defender, still only 19 years of age. She plays with the confidence of a player much older. Mahira Ali blasted away from the edge of the area. Bit of head tennis now in the midfield. Masar will win it this time. The loose balls, the second balls, are starting to fall the way of the team in black and gold. It's the first phase of the game where you can really say that that's been a pattern. First 20 minutes or so. Edo Queens are picking up everything that came loose, but that one down the left flank, just a little bit too much to ask for Hala Mustafa, who was down there in attack. Ball didn't quite hold up on the El Abdi Stadium's turf, as FC Masar had imagined. That means Valentina Uroko could bring it away for Edo Queens. Ijami Lucy in a tight spot, but she gets out of it, as she so often does. Just watched the line there, and Ijami Lucy stayed on side. Now a bit of room into the middle. Inyang, pass out to the right-hand side, appeals for offside from Hala Mustafa. But this one's going to be sent into the middle, and there's a big chance for the opening goal, but it's up and over the top from 5 yards out. I think the offside flag is raised eventually anyway, but Edo Queens didn't know that as the ball was floated into the middle. There's the pass out to the right there. Mamadou played offside by Hala Mustafa, who was right to raise the arm in appeal. Either way, you would have backed MMSCN to put that in. Worry about the offside decision later. So Cordelia Odoma unable to continue. On comes Esther Moses. Odoma back on her feet. She looks to be all right, but not fit enough to continue. That's unfortunate for her personally, and unfortunate for Edo Queens. Moses called upon after 35 minutes here. Masar with the passing out from the back that doesn't work out on this occasion. Get it back with Habiba Sabri in goal though. No harm done this time. about 10 minutes of real time to be played before half-time. Still Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. A few openings beginning to fall though. Both ends really. Mahira Ali missing the best chance of the day for FC Masar a few moments ago, and then SCN heading over. Wouldn't have counted for Edo Queens, which is probably of some relief to SCN, the number 11. She might have headed in a fourth of the tournament. Now bounces into the box, and Sabri has to come out and gather. She's able to spring forward before any yellow shirts picked up on where the ball was. It was a little bit awkward for Masar to deal with. Wasn't their most confident in the defending. Referee plays that as a drop ball, and it's back towards Sabri. Masar just waiting for willing runners, waiting for something to open up. Spread it across the defence towards Ahmed Tarek. Now the ball comes loose, the pressure's paid off for Edo Queens. Esther Inyang went for the glory, scuffed it well wide of the target. Not one for Esther Inyang's highlight reel. Just didn't catch the shot anything like the way that she would have wanted to. Good work from Esther Moses for second there. Fresh legs on the field for Edo Queens. The enforced substitution of Ordorma, who's gone off with an injury, and Moses looked very sharp as she tried to touch it away from a couple of defenders. Almost made room to move forward. Instead, Edo Queens back into the centre circle, but they're still in possession. Ala Mustafa chasing. Edo Queens have it back on the halfway line. Vieda was one of the options over on the left. Instead, they went towards the box. The ball will fall for Mahira Ali, who's gone down and wins the free kick. Just 10 yards inside the FC Masar half. Mahira Ali claiming that that was a painful one. The 27-year-old midfielder who hit the post actually 20 seconds into the tournament. Match day 1. The ball from the left. FC Masar cannoning back off the uprights against Mamelodi Sundowns. She nearly wrote her name in the scorers list within seconds of the CAF Women's Champions League debut. Slide rule pass down the left. Has to be cleared away for a throw-in. Moses making an impact already since she's come on. Vieda throws it down towards her. Edo Queens will take the corner. Still FC Masar 0, Edo Queens 0, 5 minutes before the interval. The scorers there listed. Still those from the semi-final. A reminder for FC Masar that they probably don't want that they equalised in minute 97 and conceded the all-important goal in minute 99. Gemma Lucy thought that she kept it in, but the flag was up and it's been pointed down towards the spot over in the right-hand corner, and Edo Queens will have another chance to send something into the box in these closing stages of the first half. Miracle Uzani again placing the ball down, getting ready to take that right-footed corner. She's gone for the 6-yard box a few times. She's gone for the penalty spot as well. This time again for the 6-yard box. Whistle has gone. Did that cross the line and go out before it reached the 6-yard area? Looks like Hala Mustafa, who's down there in the middle. She was collected by her own keeper, Habiba Sabri. Came out to deal with a dangerous corner. Concerning times for Hala Mustafa, the FC Masar left back. You saw her grimace in pain there, but she is back on her feet. She just got tangled up with Habiba Sabri as she came out to try and punch away that corner kick delivery. You often see keepers coming out and clearing their defenders out and the strikers when they try and win an aerial ball like that. There was no contact with the head or anything for Hala Mustafa. More that the legs tangled up. Could have easily been a painful one, but hopefully she's all right. She does look to be all right to continue for the closing stages of the first half. Straight out of play over the head of Lars Vind, the Dane in the dugout for FC Masar today. Shadia Nankia defending to do. She steps up, but the ball doesn't quite come her way. Instead, Ilivieda will send it towards the D. Knocked down. Almost played towards Sandrine Nyonguru, who tried to poke it away and get something started for the Egyptian team. Grace Kura watching on, and Esther Moses, the number 7, who's been on the field for just over 5 minutes. She's already had a decent impact down the left flank for Edo Queens. Good control. Ali leads it down the right flank. It's one for Yasmin Mohammed to chase, but the foot race was always comfortably going to be won by Paulina Ali. She gets it back to keeper Oyono. Edo Queens are in possession as we move into the 45th minute. That one should be marshalled out of play. And Aisha Nantongo is able to do the job. Good running from Mary Mamadou. The ball just rolled off the turf, zipped away at the El Abdi Stadium and out for a Habiba Sabri goal kick. If you're just joining us here, it's great to have you with us. This is CAF Women's Champions League action, and it is the 3rd place playoff. 2 teams who did really well in their debut campaigns to reach the semi-finals of the tournament. Both were knocked out at the semi-final stage, but they have this 3rd place playoff and a chance to finish the tournament on a high. It's already been a success for both teams in many measurable statistics. But finishing off with 3rd place and $350,000 of prize money. That would be a nice way to wrap things up for FC Masar and or Edo Queens. Which one will it be? We are no closer to finding out. There's a pass into the box for Masar in black and gold. It's a little bit loose. Didn't give a chance for Ubamba, the left-sided forward, to get near it. Had it been a little further to the left, there was room for the number 7 to get into the box, but again the pass from FC Masar just lacking that last bit of accuracy that it needed. Mahira Ali having a quick discussion before deciding who will chase down the defenders. Hala Mustafa, who was able to continue after that collision with her goalkeeper a minute ago, and now she can poke the ball away on the left-hand side and keep things moving for FC Masar. It's lifted into the box. Yasmin Mohammed tried to nip in there first. That's a heavy challenge. It's actually the Masar player who came flying in, but she had the ball first. And Blessing Olivier was there second. It's Ehab Abu Wafa who's down on the ground, and you can understand Blessing Olivier, the number 15, feeling a little aggrieved there. She's going to have taken the brunt of that challenge. It's Maya Ehab came rushing in with all the momentum. And the referee, Alina Umutoni, she might well have spotted that one absolutely perfectly, although number 14, Maya Ehab for Masar, had all the momentum. She did just nick the ball past Blessing Olivier, who couldn't get out of the way. So Olivier, who's still in discussions with the referee as she lines up in the wall, she's into the book. Caution for the number 15 at the back for Edo Queens, and a dead ball situation for FC Masar right at the end of this first half. This might be the last moment before the interval. Mahira Ali standing over it. It will be Mahira Ali lifting it in towards Nyonguru. The ball's down in the box. What's the referee's decision? Offside, I think, is the call as the ball came loose. Clash between the goalkeeper and the striker, Sandrine Nyonguru. It's lifted in, and actually it was offside right from the start. It's the defender, Shadia Nankia, who was getting in there at the back post. .2 minutes of stoppage time allotted at the end of this first 45. Well, that's been and gone. Certainly looks like it's going to end at the interval at least. FC Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. Only Oyono, the goalkeeper, back on her feet. Nyonguru jogs away. Shania Nankia still down. Nankia, a real aerial threat for FC Masar. She's so good defensively in the air, but also when FC Masar do get corners, which they don't tend to get too many of. They're a team that prefer to soak up pressure and then break forward on the counter. They get more free kicks like the one that we just saw from Mahira Ali than they do corners, really. But in any case, Shadia Nankia is often a target woman up in the area. She's looking a little groggy, but she's going to have to jog off. Play will restart with the defender Shadia Nankia off the field. Does that give Edo Queens any time to take advantage? No, it doesn't. Alina Umutoni blows the whistle for the end of the first half. Still absolutely nothing to separate the teams at half-time. Masar and Edo Queens, who went all the way through their group stage encounter on match day 2 with a goalless stalemate. Well, it's more of the same so far. More chances in this game than there were in that one, though. Masar with one good effort from Mahira Ali that was sliced wide of the target. Edo Queens have spent a lot more time in the Masar penalty area, but they're yet to really test Habiba Sabri. And that is why it's FC Masar 0, Edo Queens 0 at the break. But stay with us for the second half of this CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff. Masar and Edo Queens will be separated eventually. One of them will finish the tournament on a high in third place. At the moment, we are no closer to knowing who that will be. Masar 0, Edo Queens 0, the half-time score. So nothing separating FC Masar and Edo Queens as the teams head back out onto the turf at the El Abdi Stadium for the CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff. Masar and Edo Queens both proving why they got to this stage, both proving that there is very little between them. 0-0 on match day 2 throughout 90 minutes plus stoppage time, and 0-0 here at half-time in the third place playoff. Nobody able to get a goal past Oyono, the Edo Queens goalkeeper, nor past Habiba Sabri, the FC Masar goalkeeper. Something will have to change in the remainder of this contest, though. We've got 45 minutes to come in normal time. Will it be Masar or Edo Queens who can make the breakthrough, or will this one be going the distance? We'll find out over the course of the next hour or so. Brilliant memories for FC Masar and for Edo Queens made this season in the CAF Women's Champions League. Ali Mustafa makes it back out onto the turf. FC Masar nearly complete in their lineup. Referee Alina Umutoni gets the second half started. FC Masar didn't actually have all their players on the field, but now Yasmin Mohammed sprints on from the sideline and gets a touch on the ball. Some of the Masar players were still doing their laces up. They've been caught cold at the beginning of the second half here. Edo Queens down the left-hand side. Can they take advantage of an unsettled FC Masar? Not with a cross like that. Is the unfortunate answer for the Nigerian team. Pass forward was almost intercepted, but Edo Queens can't keep it in play. Hala Mustafa will have a chance to get Masar restarted with the throw-in. It's linked up between Mahira Ali and Hala Mustafa, but Edo Queens have it back, and now the space to move for Esther Moses, the first half substitute. She's got 4 black shirts over there, preventing her getting the cross into the middle, but she's dug out a throw-in at least. Edo Queens start the second half the same way they started the first, which is very much on the front foot.
No, Emma, no, come. Come.
It's thrown into the box. It's over the top of Hala Mustafa. Last touch came off the Masar number 17. Edo Queens have a corner. The throw-in was well placed actually into the box there. It did cause some difficulty for the Egyptian defenders. Referee Umutoni just comes in to have a word with a few of the players in the middle who were clashing. Corner kick taken, sent out and headed and then volleyed clear. First and second ball won by FC Masar, but now, despite Mahira Ali sprinting all the way down the field, Edo Queens were able to get it back to safety. It's a heavy touch in defence though. Edo Queens throw in. Coaching licence issues that prevent Ahmed Ramadan as well as Moses Aduku from being in the dugout for their respective teams today. Edo Queens have Grace Kura, the assistant coach, on the bench. FC Masar have the Danish coach Lars Vind occupying that technical area. Clash your heads there, where Ehab Abu El Wafa down to the ground, but No issues spotted. Edo Queens have the throw-in with Miracle Luzani. Good throw-in. Nips it just past Ubamba. Edo Queens earn themselves another corner. They've had a lot of chances in the first half to send in corner kicks. Already now in the second half, their second chance to do so from the right-hand side. Corner kick high towards the back post. It's a difficult one for the goalkeeper to deal with. Habiba Sabri got all the way over there, but couldn't hold on to the ball. Shadia Nankia, usually unflappable defender, having a bit of difficulty as well, and it's away for another Edo Queens corner. Just like in the first half, they've got dominance in terms of getting the ball down into the final third and in and around the Masar penalty area, but no way through yet. Ilivieda this time with the corner, curls it towards the front post. Mahira Ali heads it away. It's launched back into the middle. Last touch came off the number 14, Valentina Uroko, the defender, who was up there patrolling the edge of the area. No real chance to score from there for Uroko. Would have taken something remarkable to challenge Habiba Sabri from there, but as it was, the ball was headed down and well wide. Edo Queens still yet to find the answers really in terms of how to turn dominance in terms of possession, dominance in terms of chances in and around the penalty area, how to turn that to concrete efforts on target. Similar to their first game in the group stage, which of course was that goalless 95 minutes as well. Habiba Sabri having to patrol her area time and time again, but in terms of out-and-out saves, Sabri not really with too much to do. It's cushioned forward on the volley. Mahira Ali again giving chase, but it's headed back towards Oyono, who's able to pick it up in green for Edo Queens. It's been a really good step for Edo Queens, having qualified for the CAF Women's Champions League for the first time. A lot of Nigerian internationals, and I'm sure future Nigerian internationals as well in the team. Could be a really good sign for Nigerian women's football going forward. Edo Queens have proven that they're not far away. They could have been in the final of this CAF Women's Champions League. Both of these teams certainly far from outclassed in their semi-finals. In another world, Masar Edo Queens could have been the final game. As it is, this is the third place playoff instead. $350,000 on offer for the winners, and the honour of finishing in third place for the 2024 edition of the CAF Women's Champions League. Both with brilliant tournaments behind them. They will end today. Both teams will be able to go back pleased with their respective efforts. They've got through the group stage. They've earned a thoroughly decent chunk of prize money for their teams. Massive respect on the continental stage. Difficult enough to qualify for an 8-team tournament, let alone to get through the group as both of these two teams did against reigning champions Mamelodi Sundowns, a team who so often lifting this trophy. Mamelodi Sundowns 3 times in the last 4 years. They were aiming to make it another one this year. Final instead this time will be between 2022 winners AS FAR and first-time finalist TP Mazembe. Another corner for Edo Queens. Well, they've surely got some sighters in from these corners. Eventually, they're going to have to make one of these count, Edo Queens. That one drifted all the way over everybody. There's just no consistency in the delivery. They've put a couple into really dangerous areas today, but they don't seem to be able to do it time and time again. I'll say that worked out. Let's try that with the next one. Plenty of chances to practice, but just a little bit inconsistent. Although they're forcing FC Masar back now. 5 yellow shirts forward. Masar passing it away successfully, holding onto the ball. Can they get it forward? They will find a little bit of room here. Important one to be won there, the 50-50 challenge. Hala Mustafa gets to it. Maya Ehab just won it just in time. Mustafa not following in to get the loose ball though, as it was blocked on the corner of the penalty area. It's blasted downfield. That's an accurate ball for Mary Mamadou. Mamadou up against Ahed Tarek. Tarek came through a tough test against Florence Ijamalusi in the first half. Ijamalusi's so dynamic and dangerous. That one flies off the boot of Mirakuluzani. Straight up and out of play. Hands up in apology. Half in frustration as well from the Edo Queens number 3. They probably feel that they're getting a bit sick of the FC Masar defence, having pushed and pushed against them for so long now across the 2 games. But as of yet, without any success. Nantongo punts that forward, but it's cut out by Ijamilusi. Moses with the drag back and the pass down towards Florence Ijamilusi. She gets the low ball across the box and she's found a target. This might be the chance for Edo Queens. It's just wide of the back post. That was a really good opening. The passing to get forward into the box was absolutely on point from the Nigerian team. Ijamilusi did well. The square ball to the front of the 6-yard box, and eventually Esther Moses side-footing it wide. Essien playing it back up into danger. Well, that was something else from Edo Queens. That was the most consistent, clean passing that they've shown once they've got into the Masar penalty area. That was really good team link-up play. Normally the pattern has been lovely link-up from Edo Queens and good passing up until about here. And then inside the final third, that largely breaks down. It's just been throw-ins and corners, really. Not on that last occasion. That was the best move of the match from Edo Queens after just over 10 minutes of play in the second half. Throw in straight back to Edo Queens. That's a bit of a careless giveaway. Chance to atone for the mistake for Ahed Tarek. Now the ball is cleared a little bit further away, but it's still with the yellow shirts of Edo Queens. Header should be cut out there. And FC Masar with Aisha Nantongo can try and get it away, but it's blocked back. He won't escape far down the field. Edo Queens have certainly prevented Sandrine Nyonguru from really getting a foothold in the game so far. Masar getting forward now into Edo Queens territory though for the first time really in the second half with Ubamba, but the ball forward does not find a black and gold shirt. That's undersold. Given away on the Edo Queens left. Now a chance for Masar. They're waiting for the right option to present itself. Mahira Ali is that option. She goes direct from distance. The ball's come loose there. The goalkeeper's got to chase back out. Monde Oyono is fortunate that nobody was chasing in quickly enough there. Mahira Ali going direct for goal from a central position. She looked up, decided which way she wanted to take it. Nyonguru was a little bit too far away to capitalise on the spill. The shot just took a tiny deflection right off the boot of Mahira Ali after it left her foot. That might have made life difficult for Monde Oyono. Might be the reason why she miscalculated and spilled it, but that's better from Masar. And now Nyonguru. Ubamba's in the box if they can find her. She'll drift towards the far post and keep this in play. She's cut that back really well. Ali with a step over. Space to shoot from distance. That was lovely football. Maya Ehab over the top. The best combination that we've seen from Edo Queens fell a couple of minutes ago. And now the best combination from FC Masar. Ubamba did well at the back post. Mahira Ali with the clever step over to leave it for Maya Ehab. And the shot, well, it wasn't too far away. Still goalless here, but this one just threatening to come to life. Back and forth in the middle. Eventually FC Masar can bring it down and get it on the turf, but the pass is off target here. MMSCN has pinched it into the box. She goes. She just runs out of room against the strong challenge of Shadia Nankia. Nankia helping out her teammates and saving the day there. Misplaced back pass, almost proving costly for FC Masar as they go through a better attacking spell, but again they're pushed back by Edo Queens. Ehab, who just had that shot over the top, now doing the defending at the other end. Had the studs up, but it's a clean challenge. Yet another corner for the Edo Queens of Nigeria. Sent in towards the penalty spot. This time it drifts further out towards the edge of the box. It's cleared up and away. Blessing Olivieda brings it down, but now there's a break on. 3 black shirts going forward at pace over the halfway line. No chance for Yasmin Mohammed to pick out the right pass though. Nyonguru looking for a loose ball to come her way. Edo Queens have to tighten things up a little bit at the back right now, but they've managed to do it. Nankia cuts out the pass. Amira Mohammed down towards Yasmin Mohammed. Half an hour of real time left to be played in the CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff. Now things starting to open up a little bit. There'll be substitutions coming soon too. At the moment, just the enforced change. Cordelia Odoma off with an injury in the first half, replaced by Esther Moses for Edo Queens. Who's going to come on from the bench for Masar and Edo Queens and try to really stamp their authority on this third place playoff? At the moment, it's still goalless, but we're getting closer to something. There's a goal in the air for somebody. Both teams carving out the best opportunities of the game in the last couple of minutes. Through ball through the legs and out of play as Nathu Bamba unable to keep it in. Usani to throw it down the right hand side. she goes. She finds the little pocket of space for Esther Moses, who gets it across and forces the corner from Aisha Nantongo. Substitutes warming up behind the goals. Yet another corner. It's Edo Queens from the right-hand side. This one is well headed on. Nice idea with the initial header, drifting it towards the far post, and now the shot from way out. Habiba Sabri watches it across the line and away for a goal kick. Ahmed Ramadan watching on. It's been a great tactical battle between these two teams. There may have been no goals, neither in the group stage nor here today at the moment. It's been a good matchup. Two teams that play football in a different way. Two teams that battle hard. The quality is there to get in the goals, but the defending has been too good. Lifted into the box. Sabri out to make the gather. That almost zipped off the turf a little bit too quickly for Sabri. She caught it in a bit of an awkward position. Had to make a quick adjustment, Sabri, but she wasn't caught out. Nice touch through the legs. Is there a chance to win that on the other side? Instead, free kick goes against Dubamba. Full marks for effort, though. Just flicked it around her marker and tried to get around herself. That would have been pretty special if Asnath Dubamba had gone racing away down the left-hand side for FC Masar. Instead, they might have a chance to go racing away down the right-hand side with Yasmin Mohammed. Pass inside to Mahega Ali. That one's just off target from Maya Ehab, though. Away it goes from Shadia Nankia. Well, Shadia Nankia, the centre-back, had pushed up forward there. It was a dangerous hole left at the back for FC Masar, but the rest of the defence filled in nicely. Mr. Moses waiting patiently for an option on the corner of the box. That's going to go nowhere. Captain Elise Chioma lifting it up off the right boot, but up and all the way over behind for a Masar goal kick. .66 minutes played. Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. Still, the difference between these two sides is paper thin. Back in the group stages, Masar beat Mamelodi Sundowns by a goal to 0 and drew 0-0 with Edo Queens before winning 2-1 against the Central Bank of Ethiopia side. Losing narrowly in stoppage time against AS FAR in the semi. Edo Queens with a resounding 3-0 victory back on match day 1. Then they were in the goals. After that, it became more difficult to find the back of the net. 0-0 against Masar, of course, and then a 2-1 win against Mamelodi Sundowns on match day 3. That was quite something, with 2 goals. The turnaround come from behind victory against the defending champions. Both goals from Edo Queens. Scored in stoppage time. It was Mary Mamadou and MM Essien on target that day. Both of them still up top today for Edo Queens. They booked their passage to the semi-final with that incredible late win against Mamelodi Sundowns, but there they were downed after extra time, conceding a 90th minute equaliser against TP Mazembe. And it finished 3-1 to the side from DR Congo after extra time. Heartbreaking defeats for both Masar and Edo Queens in those semis. But they've both really put those out of their minds for today. They've both represented their sides really well Players are giving it everything to capture third place and go out on a high. So when we do get to full time, we'll have an interview with the woman of the match. We'll have a recap of all the best bits of this one, the highlights summary. It's a painful one for the number 9, Sandrine Nyonguru. Slid in as she tried to block that. Was clattered by the defender too, nothing that the defender did wrong. It's played over into the box. And gathered again under no real pressure by Monle Oyono. The distribution just about works out to keep the ball with the yellow shirts. Back it goes from Esther Inyang. Masar coming out of their shell a little more in this second half. They know they've got to go and win it. They can defend all they like. They've got to keep doing that and go and win it at the other end. Now Edo Greens firing in a shot. It's left its mark for MMSCN. It's Esther Inyang, excuse me, who's down. SCN was there in the box. Inyang fired it straight against Amira Mohammed. It took a deflection on the way through. It's been a painful one for Inyang. 20 minutes left of normal time at the El Abdi Stadium. This is the CAF Women's Champions League 2024 edition, and it's the third place playoff between FC Masar of Cairo in Egypt and Edo Queens from Edo State in Nigeria. 70 minutes up. 0-0 for now. Another corner taken by Edo Queens, this time again to the back post. As always, it falls to the black shirts. You could argue, as Edo Queens have a shot on target from 35 yards out. It floated towards goal like a cross really for Habiba Sabri. It was an easy one. But it was something registered on target from Edo Queens, and that hasn't been too easy to come by today. Shots on target. Thinking all the way back to the beginning of the game, Edo Queens had the first of their many, many corners. They took one after about 30 seconds. It was headed on at the near post. So nearly ended up with a good chance falling for Florence Ijamilusi inside the first minute. Nothing came of that corner ultimately. Nothing has come of any of the others since then. Got to take a leaf perhaps, Edo Queens, out of the Arsenal playbook in the Premier League in England. Arsenal known for their incredible efficiency from set pieces, especially corners. They score with an alarming frequency and teams know it's going to happen. Still don't seem to be able to defend against it, but Edo Queens have the opposite issue at the moment. All corners, not enough shots on target. FC Masar have absolutely spent most of this game on the back foot. Doesn't appear to bother them. Nyonguru tried to touch that on. It was cut out, it was red, and the shot sliced off the right foot of Mary Mamadou. She had a little opening from the angle on the right side of the area. skewed the shot wide. Mustafa passes it inside. Again, yellow shirts swarming to try and put the pressure on FC Masar. They're pretty comfortable playing out from the back. Getting away from the attacking pressure is one thing though. Good passes of the ball, the Masar defenders, but when they do get away, that's where they struggle to establish themselves further down the field. Abu El Wafa down on the ground. She fired that decent opportunity over the bar for FC Masar. With just about an hour gone. Masar had a good spell for a few minutes where they were on the front foot for a change. One particular opportunity where a cross was played long from right to left. Ubamba picked it up at the back post. Did well to knock it back up towards the edge of the area where it was left well by Mahira Ali, a clever step over, allowing Maya Ehab Abu El Wafa to step in. Ultimately, she would fire the ball up and over the bar. A crunching challenge in the middle there, but the referee played on. And it's booted away to the halfway line. Chipped out to the right of the area. Well, it took Shadia Nankia to marshal that out of play. You wouldn't necessarily have trusted everyone to do it, but with Nankia and Nantongo in that centre-back pairing for FC Masar, it was always going to be a little bit too difficult for the Edo Queens forwards to keep that in play. Emma Messiaen jogs away. She's got 3 goals in this tournament. At the moment, though, struggling to find that 4th as Edo Queens make their changes. So Osigwe and Mafisa coming on. Esther Moses, who was brought on in the first half, she's withdrawn. Esther Inyang as well, heading off for the Nigerian side. Disappointing for Moses, she didn't get the start today. Came on with an injury-enforced change. She did have some impact in the first half, but clearly not enough for the coach to keep her on to the end of the 90 minutes. Tongo looks long down the middle. Not a bad ball into the box. Oyono had to react and get out to grab it. Edo Queens look down the left. Yet again, Nankia comfortable. They've got that particular scenario dialed in, FC Masar normally. Nankia gets down there to cover it, knocks the ball away from the onrushing striker. Usually she manages to find that power just to knock the ball towards the touchline and no further, and it'll stay in play. Masar to get it away, but this time it's come back with Edo Queens. Amina Mohammed, slow getting back to her feet in the middle, having thrown herself in front of that ball to block the shot. Corner from the other side this time for Edo Queens. This time they will pick up the loose ball though. It's fired back in, but straight up and over. Miracle Uzani knew as soon as she hit that, there was nothing coming of it. Chukwuemeka Ozigwe, Kafayat Mafizera on for the final 12 minutes of regulation time. There could be a lot more still to come here. Deadlock still yet to be broken between FC Masar and Edo Queens in the third place playoff of the CAF Women's Champions League. Musani should be busier in attack than she's had to be in defence. Spent more time up here on the right flank in Masar territory. Throw-in's gone against FC Masar that time. Players in black and gold thinking that that should have been their throw-in, but Edo Queens have it instead, and they'll take it down into the right corner. Mamadou had the cross blocked, and it just touched back off Mary Mamadou before it went out of play as well. Just a scenario that the number 17 didn't want to happen. Well, that illustrates the stalemate of this match, really. Masar were in possession, right back against their own byline, but still there was nowhere to go. Edo Queens could only concede the goal kick. This time it will be launched long, but it's out of play. They've been a little bit inaccurate with their distribution today, Masar. It doesn't help them when it's pretty difficult for them to build up possession in the attacking half anyway. Got to get those long balls down the flanks. Give the players in black and gold something to chase. Can't afford to be drifting them out of play with such frequency. That's a good ball in towards the middle. The early cross curling in towards the area. Headed out well, but it'll be picked up by Mamadou. This time Mamadou blocked once more by her opposite number, Hala Mustafa. Mamadou didn't get an accidental touch though this time, and it gives a chance for a massive run-up and a throw-in to be launched into the box. It's headed and then volleyed half clear. Edo Queens can keep it alive. Florence Ijamilusi spinning on the spot. Ijamilusi gets away. She could not quite leave behind Ahmed Tarek. And Maya Ehab chased after her to put the block on and eventually get the ball away over the line. Ijamilusi did really well there. Looked for a second as though she might have really made space for herself to get something dangerously across the box. Instead, it's the corner. This time, the header is won by a yellow shirt inside the 6-yard box. A real rarity for Edo Queens, but still, Habiba Sabri able to get back behind the ball. There was contact with the cross, but it was far from a bullet header. Less than 10 minutes to go in normal time here. Still Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. There's nothing separating these two teams in the CAF Women's Champions League. The substitute Ozigwe over on the far side. Last touch judged to have come off the Edo Queens number 10. I stand corrected. Edo Queens throw in. Again, it's launched long into the box. That's a good delivery. These are more dangerous than the corners at the moment. This time Masar can get it down on the turf though and play it away. Can they get the next few passes right? No, they can't. The referee has just been told to stop the game there. Alina Umutoni just going to go and check the player down in the box. Looks like Nantongo in quite a bit of trouble there inside the 6-yard box. Well, Habiba Sabri and Shadia Nankia don't look too concerned. Let's have a look at what happened there to Nantongo. I think she might just be winded. There's the header before. SCN underneath it. It's a combination really of SCN and Amir Mohammed, the Masar captain, and that's why there was no clean header. The ball was not sent flying towards the FC Masar goal. Did go in the right direction, but Habiba Sabri had time to get back. Nantongo looks to be okay to continue. I think the long throw was just straight onto the chest of Nantongo, and she had defenders either side of her. She was engaged in the physical battle. I think that might have just knocked right on the solar plexus. To the left go Edo Queens. Chance to get something into the area. Too many black shirts around. Masar get it away, as far at least as Yasmin Mohammed. Mohammed fires it forward into Edo Queen's territory, but it's been slim pickings today for Mahira Ali, for Sandrine Nyonguru. Hasnafi Bamba occasionally has had a few to chase, but there's been little for them. It says a lot about what FC Masar do, the fact that they've had so little to work with in opposition territory, yet still Maya Ehab has fired over. Mahira Ali missed a couple of half chances, sliced one wide in the first half from a good position. They've had as many really good glimpses at goal as Edo Queens have, if not more. Edo Queens at the moment, all possession and no real penetration. Masar throw in. There's been a couple of mini spells in the game where for just 2 or 3 minutes Masar have taken control on the offence. Both times they carved out 2 half chances in the space of a couple of minutes. Are they about to do the same here in the last 5 minutes of normal time in the third place playoff? Chance for a cross, sent over but easily headed away. Can they win that back? Yes, they can. Sandrine Nyonguru goes for goal. Oyono's let it go, but away it goes for a corner. Only Oyono gets away with that. The snapshot from Sandrine Nyonguru. The ball just came loose. She had no second thought in her mind. Number 9 was simply powering that towards the goal, and Oyono had all kinds of difficulties with it. Might have been a little unsighted, the Edo Queens goalkeeper. That was the kind of really good effort that might just be able to win it for Masar, something like that. Just a shot from nowhere. Corner ball. It's headed towards the goal this time. Oyono makes the grab. That would have been a real sucker punch for Edo Queens, having had corner after corner after corner. If FC Masar had scored from that one, really would have rubbed it in. Still though, already by getting a header on target from the corner, they've gone one better in almost every Edo Queens corner so far. Sabri in possession. Masar 0, Edo Queens 0 as we come towards the end of the 90 minutes. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go. A little bit of stoppage time to be added after that, but now the space for Edo Queens to move forward. SCN knocks it inside towards the substitute. Mafiseri going one way then the other, running into trouble, but Edo Queens still come out with it. Usani, can she make a good contact this time? It's a decent low square ball, cut out towards the front post. Edo Queens get the throw in over on the right side. Time almost up here. Usani Delivery into the box, headed away. They force Nyonguru back into the area to do the defending. Olise Chioma with the long shot. Sandrine Nyonguru with her frustrations being vented towards her teammates, but Olise, the captain, had very little on there. Went for the special effort. Didn't work out from well outside the box. Masar move down the left. Mahira Ali, good ball inside. Now maybe a chance to get something through. It's missed by the defender. The foot race will be won by the goalkeeper. Oyono alert to the danger to come out there in the 90th minute. Good thing too for Edo Queens that Monle Oyono was really switched on there. Slid all the way through the defence. Now they go for the intricate passing, but doesn't quite come off. There's that FC Masar pressure out of nowhere that I was talking about. They do have the ability to just turn it on in attack. They spend so much of the game on the back foot. Now they'll need to track back once again. Shot from outside the area. MMSCN on the left foot, never quite caught it. I think Sabri knew that it was going wide. Sums up much of the Edo Creams attacking in the final third, really. Just little things opening up here and there, but Nyonguru taking a painful knock on the ankle there from MMSCN. Credit to the FC Masar number 9. She does as much defending in the game as she does attacking, really. Full commitment there as she nibbled away at MMSCN trying to get the ball back. Side-footed long. Edo Queens can get it back towards Oyono. The goalkeeper who struggled with that one shot from Nyonguru about 5 minutes ago. She gets Edo Queens started. Might be a couple more chances to come before the end of the 3 allotted added minutes. Into the box that goes. Head tennis in the middle. Offside. Flag is up against Edo Queens. So half of the added time has gone already. Masar have the ball on the ground. Here's a look at the offside call. Not sure we got quite the right view of that. No offside really to be seen in the quick replay, but the flag was up in any case. And Edo Queens have the ball back. Amadou winning the throw-in off Hala Mustafa, who's not too happy about it. Into the last minute of stoppages. Jamilusi, she's going to throw this one all the way in once again from the right flank. Launches it towards the front post. Good defending once again by Masar. They're so good in the air. As soon as the ball gets towards the 6-yard box, Masar look good for it. But now, here's a chance for Mahira Ali. Maybe the best chance in the game. In the 93rd minute, Mahira Ali with the shot from the angle. This ball's still alive in the box somehow. Mahira Ali goes down. Is VAR going to have a look at this? Mahira Ali grabbing the ankle. This might be the last opportunity for this scoreline to change. Referee Umutoni not having any of it for now, but there's a look at the initial effort. Mahira Ali, who got in behind. She ran out of room, really. It doesn't look like there was much wrong with the challenge. Get another look at it from the angle here. Paulina Ali might have been regretting her choice to keep that ball in play. It's quite theatrical the way that Mahira Ali goes to the ground. Challenge came in from Miracle Uzani. Goalkeeper Oyono trying to get Mahira Ali back to her feet. We have seen them given. She played for it as the ball popped out down by the byline. She put her foot across Mahira Ali. She knew what she was doing. Got the foot across and was hoping that a challenge would come in from behind, and if she could just shield the ball, she knew she might take a knock. And the knock she did indeed take, but gingerly she's back to her feet, Mahira Ali. Oh, she's moving incredibly slowly. Hopefully she's all right after a bit of physio attention. Well, I half wondered whether Mahira Ali was just trying to delay to see if Alina Umotoni, the referee, would get a word in her ear that the VAR was going to go and take a look at that, but instead the full-time whistle has gone. The last chance, that shot from the angle from Mahira Ali that was blocked by Monle Oyono. Still nothing between the teams at full time here. Masar 0, Edo Queens 0. Just as they managed in the group stage. Another goalless stalemate. There were more chances in the second half, but again, Edo Queens not quite efficient enough when they got forward. Masar tried their best and had a few fleeting moments of pressure. Nyonguru's powerful shot from outside the box. With about 5 minutes to go in normal time, that represented maybe the best effort from anybody in the match. Monle Oyono, the keeper, with real trouble trying to hold on to the powerful shot from the Masar number 9. But at the end of regulation time here in the third place playoff, there is still no goals between Masar and Edo Queens. This one will go the distance instead. The battle for third place goes on a bit further. So the two captains, Olisa Chioma and Amira Mohammed, involved in the next coin toss in this third place playoff, but the two goalkeepers, Habiba Sabri and Monle Oyono, heavily involved as well, because it makes a lot of difference to them. Habiba Sabri was getting fired up by her teammates there. it be the woman in purple or the woman in green who can prove to be the hero or the heroine on the day? The difference between these two sides, the margins extremely tight between Masar and Edo Queens. Just nothing to separate the teams. Nobody can find a way to hit the back of the net. But now, something has got to give in the CAF Women's Champions League third place playoff. 2 times 90 minutes, 2 goalless draws between FC Masar and Edo Queens. It goes to spot kicks. And it comes down to it like this. It seems like the best way to separate these two teams from the spot. Finally a chance for the players to get something past the respective goalkeepers. A lot of money at stake for the winning team. A lot riding on the penalty shootout, but first and foremost, a chance to finish in third place in the 2024 CAF Women's Champions League. Fitting that it's come down to this. Nice to see a bit of camaraderie as well between Oyono and Sabri. Can one of them make the decisive save to clinch third place for their team? So then, the substitute, Kafayet Mafisere, with the first of the Edo Queens penalties. They couldn't get anything past Sabri in regulation time, and they can't get it past Sabri in the first of the shootout spot kicks. That is a brilliant bit of goalkeeping from Habiba Sabri. She sprang all the way to the right. The penalty was in the bottom corner from Mafisere. She couldn't have done too much more with it. Tremendous from Habiba Sabri. She moved the right way. Mafisere hit the bottom corner. But Sabri had read it perfectly. Sabri with the save. Sandrine Nyonguru with a chance to give Masar a mini break of sorts. Small advantage at the start of this tense shootout. Nyonguru, who missed a penalty in the semi-finals. She scored one in the group stages, and she scored now in the third place playoff. FC Masar lead 1-0 after a penalty each. Nyonguru went the same way as Kafayet Mafisere. This time, though, Oyono, the goalkeeper, hadn't read it quite as well as Sabri. It was perfect movement from the young Masar goalkeeper from penalty number 1. What about this time? Blessing Oliviera. Pressure of the penalty shootout falls on the shoulders of the fullback, Blessing Oliviera. The first one was missed, the second one is scored for Edo Queens. The scores are temporarily back level at 1 each. Blessing Oliviera gets Edo Queens on the board for the shootout. Quickly taken penalty. And Masar have 2 from 2. Here's the substitute, Noor, who came on halfway through the second half. Brought on perhaps with a penalty shootout in the back of FC Masar's minds, and now Noor Masood converts to keep Masar ahead at 2-1. She wasn't waiting long there, Noor Masood. Took that as early as possible, and now MMSEN. Pressure on for SEN, and it's saved, but will it roll over the line? It will. Extraordinary stuff. Edo Queens hanging on by a thread here. It wouldn't have been the be-all and end-all, but it would have put them at a real disadvantage in this shootout had MMSEN's effort stayed out. Sabri made the save, and it spun over the line anyway. SEN with a sigh of relief, celebrates confidently, but she must have had her heart in her mouth for a moment there. Hala Mustafa to hold on to the advantage. That's a perfect penalty. You don't save those. Mole Oyono was never getting to that. That was underneath the crossbar and in to the inside of the roof of the net. That's textbook stuff. What confidence from Hala Mustafa. It's a beautiful penalty. Oyono went the right way. And that's as close to unsavable as it'll get in a shootout. 3-2 FC Masar. The margins get ever narrower for Edo Queens. Their time beginning to run out to get that goal back. Florence Jamalusi. Chance to level up at 3-3 for now. Florence Jamalusi from the spot sends the keeper the wrong way. Edo Queens back on level terms, temporarily perhaps. That's a really good penalty. Jamalusi high towards the top corner. It's relatively central, but high enough. It would have needed the keeper to get it just right. The next one for FC Masar is over the top. Maya Ehab Abu El Wafa. She scored at the clutch moment of the semi-final from the spot, and now she's missed in the third place playoff. Abu El Wafa up and over, and Edo Queens are back on level terms at 3 each after 4 penalties. Still nothing between the teams. Masar had the advantage. That has now been taken away. Can Edo Queens take the lead? They cannot take the lead. The drama just keeps on coming in this penalty shootout. Lisa Chioma, the captain from the spot. Sabri was over there. When you see a keeper like Sabri make that save from the bottom corner with the first penalty, it just ramps up the pressure on the Edo Queens players. They know they've got to pick out the corner. They know they've got to go for the extra inch and try and get everything right into the corners. And that's cost Elisa Chioma. Edo Queens fought back to get to level terms. And suddenly the advantage is back with FC Masar. Mahira Ali to secure third place for the Egyptian side in their maiden CAF Women's Champions League campaign. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Mahira Ali seals position number 3 for FC Masar. Edo Queens will finish 4th, but Masar have clinched the third place playoff. Finally, something to separate these two evenly matched teams. It's so fitting that it went to penalties. Of course it came down to the 5th and final shot there are many players out there who would be worthy winners. But for Mahira Ali to convert the winning penalty, it seems right for FC Masar, and she celebrates with Habiba Sabri, who made that brilliant save from the first penalty. FC Masar and Edo Queens just so closely matched throughout the group stage, throughout this third place playoff. It's come down to spot kicks. It has been won by the finest of margins. 4-3 it finishes to FC Masar. Ahmed Ramadan's team clinching third place with the final spot kick. Kick number 10 of 10. Mahira Ali wins it by 4-3. The celebrations begin for FC Masar. Their tournament finishes on a high note, having been knocked out in the semi-finals. They've won the third place playoff. All smiles for Las Vint, Ahmed Ramadan and the FC Masar players in black and gold. Brilliant battling right to the end. Here's Mahira Ali.
طبعا احساس حلو ان احنا اول سنه ندخل وناخد تالت، ده حاجه كويسه قوي. احنا طبعا بنهدي الجائزه دي لاهلنا في مصر ولاصحابنا في مصر وطبعا كل المصريين، وان شاء الله السنه الجايه هناخد البطوله باذن الله. شكرا.
Wonderful scenes of celebration for the team from Cairo, Egypt, FC Masar. The team renamed from FC Tutankhamun before this campaign. Masar from the Right to Dream organisation, giving young female footballers in Egypt the chance to develop, the chance to come and play at the continental level with the CAF Women's Champions League. The Pathway Club, FC Masar, League and Cup double winners in 2023, Egyptian domestic football. And the woman of the match, Mahira Ali, taking the plaudits. But for the North African qualification runners-up, who lost out to AS FAR, Quali, got through for their first appearance in the CAF Women's Champions League. Capped it off with a wonderful third place finish. Commiserations to Edo Queens. The Nigerian team really took strides forward throughout this competition. Nigerian football is in great shape with Edo Queens. A few little things to work on here and there, but they were oh so close